So basically, I'm here to show you that no matter what level you are able to be releasing any type of art form, some random kid in this room is gonna critique you, and it's gonna make you feel some type of way. That's what I'm here to do, basically. So I'm just rubbing it in your face. I will never do no worse songs. I'll never do worse songs. I'll get you the most unsatisfying honorable mentions. If you end up on this list, bro, put the fries in the bag. It ain't even on any type of list that's got something to do with numbers, bro. You just mentioned that. To me, that's crazy. I wouldn't take it personally, but me personally, I wouldn't take it. Anyway, starting off with one of your favorites, man. We got Hit Me Hard and Stuff by Billie Eilish. It wasn't her biggest in any way, but it was a good bounce back of after she had dyed her hair blonde and all that. She wasn't really acting like she should be. As in, like, she wasn't really being herself. She was being very controlled by the label. But this is very, like, this is who I am right now because this is you. I used to be without the contracts and stuff like that. So we did get the song Lunch from it. It was very minimalistic, but it does have a good flip at the end, which makes it more cinematic. Very, very Billie Eilish in that sense. Very Phineas in that sense. And you got Birds of a Feather, which is very, if Drake had blue eyes and was a white girl in 2016, we would have had this as Passion Fruit. But that's one of my favorite songs that dropped this year. The reason that it didn't actually end up on the list of the best albums, even though we did have Birds of a Feather hit the best songs, it was very forgettable. There wasn't really too much to take away from it. Yes, it was concise because it was a 44-minute listen with like 10 songs on it, but it wasn't consistent. It wasn't giving you everything that Phineas or Billy is capable of, bro. If you should find yourself wanting to listen to it, then there's no harm in doing it. But me personally, I'm not taking being on a list that has no particular order. I think I brand myself as a heel, and I'm surprised at the comments that I get. It's not actually rage baiting, and I'm just trying to throw in some side jokes in there. But you saying at home, because who the fuck is calling? Now, anywho, Cindy Lou, we got Future. We Don't Trust You, bro. Probably the most impactful rap album to drop this year. Obviously having the hit songs like Type Shit, that landed in my best songs of the year, top 3. Like That, which had the Kendrick Lamar feature, which started the whole beef. Then we had the pop out from that, so on and so forth. So the album is very impactful. But while there is these amazing songs on there, like Young Metro, where, you know, he's chopping up the flow, like, he's giving you that triplet Atlanta flow. One of my favorite feelings to get from rap cadences. Obviously, I said Type Shit was one of the best songs to drop this year, with how innovative it was, with just how repetitive it came across. It was done in a way that it felt like a moment, or you felt the innovation from Travis Scott, Future, Playboi Carti, Metro Boomin, just being all like who they are on that song. But there's so much that feels like filler, unfortunately. But honorable mention. Now, me personally, I wouldn't take being on the list with no order. Thank you for your service. So then we got Blue List by Schoolboy Q. I was expecting it to be on my list somehow, but it never really clicked to me. So yeah, you have these, as I'll probably keep using as an excuse for it to either be in an honorable mention or one of the best albums that dropped this year. The innovation that Schoolboy Q would have on like Thank God For Me, Yearn 101. Basically, them songs that came across more high energy than when he would go over, and he still has some level of innovation too. He slowed down introspective songs like a Blue Slides or Lost Times, you know what I mean? But yeah, unfortunately, it didn't click for me. But the creativity, the introspection, the ideas, the thoughtfulness throughout the whole, like the psychology, bro, that's crazy. You'll get psychology on Thank God For Me. That's one of my favorite things to look for in lyrics nowadays, bro. Now, this one I did really want in my best albums. Unfortunately, there's filler. And one of the Travis Scott songs on the album didn't really hit as the other one did. That would be Hearthstone Cycle by Don Toliver, who nowadays is actually a better performer than Future is. So I think we should give the spotlight to Don Toliver when it comes to these festivals. Let people like Don Toliver, who are still inspired to be headline, bro. Let us wait for that type of artist, man. Because you have songs that was high energy. There was commercialism interpreted into songs like Tore Up, Bandit, Attitude, especially his Attitude. You could definitely tell that this was made for the radio. However, it's like the lightest form of innovation, but it is there. It's like a good flip on rage music. The way that he was able to take, like Tame Impala samples, the Screamo on Toro. If you listen to Toro, you'll see why it was an out-of-body experience in any type of situation, bro. Every single album that's on this list has the same problem. It's either it didn't click all the way, or there was too much filler, even though there was great songs on the album itself. Bandit made best songs of the year too. Unfortunately, this album didn't make it itself, man. And one thing I can take away from it, Don Tyla headlining the next festival he attends. Great performer. I approve this message. This one really would have made it if another artist didn't do this on a higher level. Tyla's self-titled album, obviously titled Tyla. Hello. We friends though. It has like these harmonies that will come from like movies from time to time, like Rio was in, like Safer. Water was a hit through like 2023. Take that into 2024. It's timeless, really, because everybody likes Afrobeats nowadays, especially me. That's why certain albums will go higher than other ones. Truth or Dare kind of seemed like Water worked, so let's try that again, but make it less obvious. But I caught on to you, man, unfortunately. Number 1 was amazing with Thames, though. Breathe Me was great because of the higher notes. Butterflies and On and On felt like filler. Jump was great. Art was okay. And then the rest of them, apart from Priorities, didn't really give any into the album itself, apart from the remix with Travis Scott, too. So unfortunately, it didn't land itself with the best albums, but an honorable mention is an honorable is an honorable is an enemy. I was low-key rooting for myself to engage with this as much as I wanted to. As I said, for many of these albums, it didn't click, bro. There was none of this. There was none of it, man. Boiled Peanuts landed itself in my best song, so it is what it is, you know what I mean? So there is innovation. There's definitely something. This is an album that will push a certain narrative from the labels or even society or social media on who we are going to choose for the next artist that we listen to. This is probably a very important album for female rap, but also rap in general. Like, it's cool to be creative, bro. You don't have to follow these trends. And there's enough of, like, versatility that show you, like, it's not just lyrical miracle, boom bap, rap cap type of songs that will be looked into, because you got GTFO with Confess and Slide, which is an R&B hit. So there's enough like versatility. Yes, there is these not lyrical miracle, but like more lyrical songs that do land on the album. But it's more to do with creativity than it is to do with be like Tupac, be like Biggie, you know what I mean? You know what though? This one with NxWorries. Obviously the album is titled Why Lord. What it can pat itself on the back for is, said a random kid in this room, is that it does feel like an album. So there are these 1-minute songs that some go over your head, some of them will stick, like an 86 Sentra. As an experience of listening to the album itself, it's a dope album. Unfortunately, it won't make itself to the top 10 with the songs that do go over your head by being a minute long. But you know what, on this back, there's always going to be soul. Even when he was rapping, there was soul in his tone of voice. You know, that song with Charlie Wilson, Sweatshirts first, crazy. The people that don't really need a feature credit because of who they are with the distinctive voices, they go by the name of Snoop Dogg and Dave Chappelle. We know who you are. Just get a credit. Don't put it on as a feature, because if you're not given a verse, especially Dave Chappelle, or more importantly Snoop Dogg, then we don't need to know that you're really on the album until it comes into our ears. Pause. You know what I mean? We don't really need to know all that just yet. Let us figure it out for our damn self, bro. Where I Go features Her, which is like my top 3 inspirations as an artist, or influences as an artist. So, you know, I've been listening to that since it came out as a single. But yeah, there are songs that are filler, unfortunately. Go Over Your Head. And that's what really lets this album down. But I'm still gonna listen to it as an album itself. Thank you for giving me a place to share on all of your favorite albums in some type of way. All jokes aside, every album on this was great, but it just wasn't top 10 worthy, bro. Bro, I'm gonna end the video. I apologize. That's Colin. You've been whoever the hell you are. Like, comment, subscribe. As I said, if you want to, it's your choice. I'm gone. Bye.